Hi, Linda Bowen here from stampingwithlinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. I hope you're joining me today from the Weeby Stampin' Team blog hop as we focus on our favorite things that are coming out in the annual catalog this coming Tuesday. My favorite by far is the Pansy Petal Suite. That is my tutorial that I will be offering in May for free. Head over to my blog stampingwithlinda.com to learn all about how you can get that tutorial free. Today's card is a creative fold and it is using that Pansy Petal Suite, but it is not one of the cards that are in the tutorial. So let's go ahead and get started. This card idea was shared with me by a team member's sister. So Sue Floyd is a team member of mine, and her sister, Mary Caruso, sent me this beautiful card with the tulips. And so I am going to show you how she did it with the pansies. Now I've already taken the designer series paper and have cut out, which the dies will cut out, 3 of the pansies from that paper. There is also a stamp set in the bundle, Pansy Patch Bundle, that you can actually stamp them if you want to. Now these are the leaves and they are done in the new in color. That is the soft succulent cardstock, and I've cut the dies out. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to be using the Cajun Craze cardstock. I have a piece that's 3/4 of an inch by 6 inch. I have another piece. This one measures 4 1/4 by 2 1/2. Then I have my main card, which is 3 1/2 by 8 1/2. And then I have a piece of basic white. This measures 2 1/4 by 4. So we're going to start with our card base first. I am going to bring my trimmer in, and along that 8 1/2 inch mark, I am going to score at 3 1/2 and at 7. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold those flaps over, and I am going to bring in my ruler, and along the top, not the extended part, but along the top of the 3 1/2, along the bottom at the 3 1/2 inch score. So this was 3 1/2 inch score, so it's along this bottom that I am going to measure and make a little pencil mark at the 1/2 inch and then again at the 3 inch. I'm going to bring in that trimmer, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut from that mark up until the top where I scored at the 7 inch. Now I don't want to cut this piece, so I'm going to lay that right there at the top of that cardstock, my little dots down here, and we are going to cut that portion, and then we're going to go over here and we're going to do the same thing. Going to cut right up to that edge. So we've got this going on. Next, what I'm going to do is I am going to bring in my, let me see if I can find it here, my Tastefully Textured 3D folder, and I'm going to put this in my folder like so. I want it to, now I'm going to put the flap over so that the embossing is on that flap too. Now I'm going to take this over and run it through my stamping emboss, cut and emboss machine. And of course I didn't use the right plate. So let me run it through again. What I need is just the platform and my top dark embossing plate. So I've got that, like so. Next, what I'm going to bring in is my detailed trio punch, and I just want to punch the corner. I like to turn that upside down to make sure I'm getting right in where I want to. And that's going to give some detail to the top lip of my pot. Well, I didn't get that to punch. Let's put that back in there. Oh, I guess it did. It just didn't go through on the one side. I'm going to go ahead and just take my snips and finish that off. There we go. So now this is the front of my card. I am going to bring in my ribbon. This is the new In Color ribbon, and I'm going to bring some glue dots in, and I'm going to add some glue dots to us. This ribbon is 3/8 inch, and it's an open weave ribbon, and this is in the pale papaya color. So I've just put a couple glue dots to help hold that ribbon in place, and we're just going to wrap it around the top of that clay pot in order to keep it closed. I'm just doing a square knot. So I've got my pieces. We're going to trim that down like so. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that 3/4 inch by 6, and we're going to do some scoring. First, we're going to score on the one side at the 1/2 inch. The next mark I'm going to flip it around. I'm going to score it at the 2.5. Finally at the 4.5. And then at the 5.25. Now this is going to make our base so that our card will stand up. So I've got this, and this is going to go like so. Let me think this through. This is going to go like so. This is going to be a valley, and this is going to connect down here. I've got my peak up here. Yeah, and that is going to fold up like so. There we go. So we've got it like so with your score marks. We're going to just add some adhesive. Again, we're going to add this to the top here, and then this folds up. And this is going to go on the back of our pot so that it will stand up on a shelf. So cute. I am so glad that Mary shared this with me. So there we have it. Can't see it with the way my camera is, but that holds up like so. Next, what we're going to do, we're going to bring in that piece of white. This is the basic white, and it measured 4 inches by 2 1/4, and we're going to put it on our insert for the inside of our card that measures 4 1/4 by 2 1/2. It is just going to fit down in here like so. Now this lays nice and flat, so it'll go in your envelope. So now let's go ahead and build our flowers. Again, you can take and stamp these flowers. I just did it with the Designer Series paper, and we're going to add that flower right about there. I've just put some glue dots on it. And we've got the pink. And then I'm going to take this one and I am going to add dimensionals so that it will stick up and give me some layering for the front of that card. I'm just going to push that so that it'll kind of lay right on the lip. Going to grab those leaves. I'm going to pick up that pansy. You want to make sure that your adhesive doesn't add too much above the back of your card, because the back of the card looks like so. So you want to make sure that you're building that base so that it is attaching to the insert that you're pulling up, and not too much adhesive on it. Otherwise it'll be sticking to everything. So again, just layering with those glue dots. Now I can layer right on top, that like so, and I think we need another one down here. This card goes together so quickly, just very cute. Got that. I'm going to go ahead and find my In Color jewels. They're around here somewhere and I'm not seeing them. Oh, here they are. And we're going to go ahead and add those to those pansy centers. I'm going to use 2 of the papaya, and then I think I'm going to use one of the succulent for that one, like so. And then we're going to need a greeting on the inside. See, I didn't use enough glue dot on there, so let's go ahead and add a glue dot. Lift that up. So we're going to grab the thank you. This is from the Pansy Patch Bundle stamp set and dies. We're going to stamp that thank you. And Mary had a very cute idea. We could use our sentiment on the front, but if you use it for the inside, then people can use and have this flower pot setting out for a long period of time. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. Talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.